You hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
Ishwaraji.
Hello?
yes,
Yes,
see.
Iji.
Problem with the mic. Namaste. Do you hear me now?
Yes,
Ishwaraji, we
Yes,
could hear you.
Jay, we can hear you.
yeah, namaste.
Okay. Yeah. I'm on my tablet. Start. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samabhrabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Bharate Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishache Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomabhatyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Narayanam Padmabhuvam Vasishtham Shaktim Cha Tatputra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Mathasya Shishyam Shri Shankaracharya Mathasya Patmapadam Cha Hastamalakam Cha Shishyam Tam Totakam Vartikakaramanyaan Asmadgurun Santatamanatosmi Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Shruti-smriti-puranaanamayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad-padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Yat Kripaleshamatra Puman Purna Prajayate Tam Vande Brahma Vidhuryam Sadgurum Chandrasekharam साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते
वर्ण्यते
यत्र
यत्र
वाक्येषु
वाक्येषु
सूत्रानुकारिभिः।
अनुकारिभिः
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः
स्वपदानि
स्वपदानि
च
च
वर्ण्यन्ते
वर्ण्यन्ते
भाष्यं
भाष्यं
भाष्यविदो
भाष्यविदो
विदुः।
विदुः
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि
वाक् प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्।
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्
माहं
माहं ब्रह्म
निराकुर्याम्
निराकुर्यात्।
मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
मा
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
निराकरोत्।
अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु
अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे
मे
अस्तु।
अस्तु
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते
धर्मास्ते
मयि सन्तु
ते मयि
ते
सन्तु
मयि सन्तु।
ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति
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 शान्तिः
शान्तिः।
चतुर्थः अध्यायः सा ब्रह्मेति होवाच
सा
सा
ब्रह्मेति
ब्रह्मेति
होवाच
होवाच।
ब्रह्मणो वा एतद्विजये मयीयध्वमिति
ब्रह्मणो वा
ब्रह्मणो वा
एतद्विजये
एतद्विजये
महीयत्वमिति।
महीयत्वमिति
ततो हैव वेदाञ्चकार ब्रह्मेति
ततो
ततो
हैव विदाञ्चकार
हैवाचकार
ब्रह्मेति।
ब्रह्मेति
तस्माद्वागेते देवाः
तस्माद्वा
तस्माद् वा
एते
ये ते
देवाः
देवाः
अतितरामिभान्यान् देवान्
अतितरामिवान्यान्
अतितरामिवान्यान्
देवान्
देवान्
यदग्निर्वागुरिन्द्रस्ते
यदग्निर्वायुरिन्द्रस्ते
यदग्निर्वायुरिन्द्रस्ते
येनन्नेदिष्टम् पस्पृशुः
ह्येनन्नेदिष्टं
येनन्नेदिष्टं
पस्पृशुः।
पस्पृशुः
ते ह्येन प्रथमो विदाञ्चकार ब्रह्मेति
ते
ते
ह्येन
येन
प्रथमो
प्रथमो
विदाञ्चकार
विदाञ्चकार
ब्रह्मेति।
ब्रह्मेति
तस्माद् वा इन्द्रः
तस्माद्
तस्मात् वा
वा
इन्द्रः
इन्द्रः
अतितरामिवान्यान् देवान्
अतितरामिवान्यान् देवान्
देवान्
सहेनन्नेदिष्टम् पस्पर्श
स ह्येनन्नेदिष्टं
सहेनन्नेदिष्टं पस्पर्श
पस्पर्श।
सहेन प्रथमो विदाञ्चकार ब्रह्मेति
स ह्येन प्रथमो
प्रथमो
विदाञ्चकार
विदाञ्चकार
ब्रह्मेति।
ब्रह्मेति
After this third mantra, सा ब्रह्मेति होवाच का उवाच सा इन्द्रेण पृष्टा सा उमा उवाच किमुवाच इन्द्रः पृष्टवान् किं तद् किं सः यक्षः इति सा उमा उवाच तत् ब्रह्म इति देशकालवस्तुपरिच्छेदशून्यं यत् भवतां विजयकारणं तत् ब्रह्म इति सा ब्रह्म इति होवाच इति इन्द्रम् उक्तवती एतद् विजये अगीयध्वमिति अगीयध्वम् ब्रह्मणः एव एतद् विजयः अतः अतः मगीयध्वम् स्तुति पूजादि लाभरूपं महत्त्वं यूयं प्राप्नुत अतः स्वातन्त्र्य अभिमानं मा कुरुत इत्यर्थः भाष्यकारः से अगीयध्वं महिमानं प्राप्नुत तस्मै विजये इति ततः ततः इज इम्पोर्टेंट ततः उमावचनात् एव ततः by the words of उमा वचनात् इन्द्रः विदाञ्चकार ज्ञातवान् इत्युक्ते न तु स्वतः किन्तु देव्याः वचनादेव देव्याः वचनादेव यत् यक्षम् अन्तरीतं तत् ब्रह्म इति निश्चयेन ज्ञातवान् न तु स्वतः न तु स्वातन्त्र्येण भाष्यकारः से not by himself. Then the second mantra अतः यतः इन्द्रः ज्ञातवान् उमादेव्याः वचनात् ततः ततः इन्द्रः इन्द्रः अग्निवायु इन्द्रः अतितरामिव अन्यान् देवान् अतितराम् इव इन्द्रः यस्मात् यतः यस्मात् यस्माद् अग्निवायु अग्निश्च वायुश्च अग्निवायु इन्द्रवाक्यादेव विदान् चक्रेतुः इन्द्रः उमा वचनात् विदान् चकार अग्निवायु कथं विदान् चक्रेतुः इन्द्रस्य वचनात् इन्द्रवाक्यादेव इन्द्रेण उमावाक्य प्रथमं यत् ब्रह्मं श्रुतं तत् ब्रह्म तस्मादेव हेतोः इन्द्रः सः इन्द्रः देवानां पतिः इन्द्रः देवानां पतिः इन्द्रः परमेश्वर्यसम्पन्नः इन्द्रः इन्द्रवाक्यात् देवाः विदान् चक्रेतुः अतः ते देवाः अन्यान् देवान् अतिरिक्तवन्तः अतिक्रम्य इतरामिव अत्यन्तं श्रेष्ठत्वम् इति सः इन्द्रः यस्मात् तेन निर्दिष्टम् अक्षरूपम् अतिशयेन समीपस्थं प्रियतमं पस्पर्श गतवान् ज्ञातवान् समीपे गत्वा ज्ञातवान् अतः येनत् ब्रह्म ते येन प्रथम इन्द्रमुखात् ते देवाः प्रथमः the word pratamah can be defined in two ways. Yaksha pratamah can be converted into napumsakalinga. Te devaha yenat is napumsakalinga. Yenat brahma, which is pratamah, that is pratamam vidanchakara. Yenat vidanchakara vidanchakratuhu te devaha. Or you can take Brahma, which is or Brahma, which is Pratamam, that is one meaning. Atava, they were the first people to know. Pratamam Vidan Chakara. Both way we can take Pratamaha, converting Pratama into Pratamam, or Devaha te Pratamaha, or the word Pratam, Ashikara says, Enat Brahma Pratamaha, Pratamaha, Pradanaha, Santaha iti. Pratamaha, Pradanaha, that is Devaha, who are Pratamaha, Santaha, Enat Brahma. Vidan Chakara is Ekavachanam. Vidan Chakruhu. So, Indra first, he got this Vidya from Brahma, from Kamadevi. So therefore, Indraha Anyan Devan Atitaramiva. Indramukad Yat Brahma Shutavantaha Anyaha Devaha Te Anyan Devan Atitaramiva. So therefore, Yat Brahmam Pratamam Vidan Chakara Vidan Chakruhu Nyatavantaha. Therefore, they were the people. Brahma, which is Pratamam, they know. Brahma, which is Pratamam, they know, or this Yenat Yaksharupam Brahma iti Pradanaha Santaha Devaha Nyatavantaha. That way also we can take. So they came to know Brahma first, Pratamam, Vidan Chakara, Etat Brahma, or Pratamaha can be converted into Bhagavachanam, Pradanaha, Pratamaha, Santaha, Te Devaha, Vidan Chakara is singular, converted to here, not this mantra, previous mantra. Vidan Chakara becomes Vidan Chakruhu. Next mantra, third mantra is about Indra. The second mantra is having known from the words of Ma Devi, Indra recognized that Yaksha to be Brahma. Therefore, Vidan Chakara, Tad Yaksham Brahma Giti, Indraena Mukat, Yatavantaha Agnivayu, Natavantav Agnivayu, Tad Yaksham Brahma Giti. Therefore, Te Devaha Vidan Chakrahu Purvam, Atra Vidan Chakara, yes, Saha referring to Indraha. So there is some parampara is shown, the importance of this Akhyayika. So therefore, Indra becomes the Guru. First, Umadevi is the Guru. Then from Umadevi, the Vidya was obtained by Indra. So Ataha Indraha Pratamaha Vidanchakara Brahma Devaha Vidan Chakruhu Indrasya Mukhat. Indraha Umavachanat Vidanchakara Anye Devaha. Ye Devaha only two years the story. Agnivayu Nyatavanto Indrasya Mukhat. Then Chakratuhu. Te Bhagavachanam with therefore Chakruhu iti Bhashyakara gives Bhagavachanam. Vidan Chakara. Te is Bhagavachanam. Therefore Vidan Chakruhu. Vidan Chakara, Vidan Chakratuhu, Vidan Chakruhu iti. The third mantra we saw. Second mantra, third mantra, there is no difference. Second mantra talks about the devas, the talks about the devas, they surpass other devatas, this Agni, Vayu, Indra, because they were the first to know Brahma. And the third mantra says, among the three also Agni, Vayu, and Indra. Indra is the first one to know this Brahma, the Brahma, Yakshaha, that Yaksha to be Brahma Yati, from the mouth of Umadevi. Now the next mantra, before that Yaksha which appeared, the Yaksha that appeared, it is for the purpose of upasana. It is for the purpose of upasana, meditation. The the one generally the bhaktas, people objectify and worship any devata for that matter, Ishta devata. It is what is worshipped is the swarupa of the, the devata. Here also, the yaksha is yaksha swarupa is worshipped because yaksha swarupa is Brahma. Brahma alone appeared in the form of yaksha. So how will you worship Brahma? So therefore, because Brahma is nirgunam, therefore you require upadhi. Therefore, upadhi, we don't, the upadhi is it is the alambana, it's a support. So therefore, people objectify and worship is not really the the yaksha, it is the swarupa of the yaksha. Yaksha is which appeared and disappeared. The Indra wanted to know who that yaksha is as an object. But yaksha is Brahma. That's why yaksha is Brahma, then how that Brahma can be known as an object. Yasya matam tasya matam matam yasya na vedasaha. So therefore, since yaksha is Brahma, the swarupam of yaksha is Brahma. So the yaksha is when yaksha is worshipped, the upadhi sagita Brahma. It is Sagunam Brahma. When Indra wanted to know the Swarupa of Brahma, wanting to objectify Brahma, that is the Akhya, that is the story. That is the idea behind the story. You want to, then Yaksha disappear. Because how can Brahma, how can Brahma, which can be objectified and known? It is not an object. For one who says Brahma is known, is not known to them. For Brahma who says it is not known, they know. He knows. Because Brahma is not an object. So that person is Jnani, is not ignorant of Brahma. Vayu and Agni, they first when they came attempted to know, but they could not because they want to objectify Brahma. Even Indra also in the beginning wanted to objectify. Therefore, his effort went futile. It did not give any phalam. It is not possible. He also could not know the Swarupa, Yaksha Swarupa. Yaksha Swarupa, the Swarupa of Yaksha is Brahma, will he know by Pratyakshadi Pramana? Not possible. That is why it disappeared. And because of his prayer, Prarthana, then Umadevi appeared. Umadevi is nothing but the Shruti. And the Shruti revealed Brahma. Therefore, Indra came to know Brahma not of its or not by his own. The Pramana, whatever, yes, with that Pramana, he did not come to know Brahma. He came to know Brahma only from the Shruti. Therefore, it is the Akhyaika is in keeping with the teaching of the Upanishad. The teaching is conveyed. But the Akhyaika is, importance of Akhyaika is. Even the word Deva, we said, Deva is one who shines up, illumines the object. How the objects are illumined. It's in, the objects are illumined objects, they come to light when the sense organs are, comes to contact with that object being there outside. How do we come to know with the help of the sense organ? Therefore, it is a sense organ. It's a sense organ, it's called Deva. So, Divu Dhatu has got the meaning of effulgence. So, the sense organs, it is that which lights up the object. And therefore, the objects, they come to light. So, Chakshurindriya, we come to know the objects, form or color. And Chakshurindriya is Devaha. And Indra is one who is the Lord of Devas. Who is the Lord of Devas. All the sense organs will function only in the presence of the Buddhi, backed up by the Buddhi, mind. Minus mind, they cannot function. That is why he is called the Lord of all the Devas. Indriyanam, Sarvendriyanam, Devaha, Indraha. Indraha, the word also. So therefore, the Vastu cannot be objectified by sense organs alone. The Vastu cannot be objectified sense organs. Vastu, what I mean is any object, any Padartha. It has to be backed up by Buddhi. And when it comes to Brahma, which is the Vastu, that cannot be known even by the sense organs, even when backed up by Buddhi. Because the sense organs themselves function in the presence of which the sense organs are sense organ. Due to that, how can that be known through the sense organ? Not possible. Shotrasya Shotram, Manaso Manoyat, Vachasya Vacham, Sahu Pranasya Pranaha. Therefore, and this Brahma Vastu, which is self-evident, it is evident. It is evident in the form of Aham iti. It is in the form of Aham I iti. Asmat Pratyeka Vachara, this Brahma. So therefore it is Prasiddha. Brahma is Prasiddham, Prasiddha Vishaya. So Brahma is Prasiddha Vishaya. It means it is in the form of I. Who doesn't know I this? Everybody knows I, Prasiddha Vishaya. But the I as Brahma is not known because of Adhyaropa, superimposition. Similarly, this Yaksha which appeared, the Devas, they saw right in front of them, but they could not know it. Like Brahma, which is evident, the form of I is not understood as it is. Similarly, the Yaksha also, which appeared in front of them, they could not know it. Devas could not know it. The self-evident I is not understood as Brahma. So, therefore, not only it is not known, over that what is done, the mistake is committed. Buddhi, with the help of Buddhi, the sense organs wants to know. That is not possible. Any amount of effort, attempt, is going to be futile. Because Manasaha, Manaha, Chakshushaha, Chakshuhu. Therefore, cannot be objectified by sense organs, cannot be even thought of by the mind. That is with Pratibodha Viditam Matam. It is obtained as that which illumines all the cognitions, which manifests in every cognition. It is every cognition, it is recognizable. So, therefore, when we cannot know that Brahma with our Pratyakshadi Pramana, the same thing with regard to Devatas also, because Brahma being Brahma, whether it is Manushya or Devatas. When Indra Agni Vayu, they wanted to know that Yaksha. Yaksha disappeared because they want to objectify that Brahma. Yaksha is Brahma. The root of Yaksha is Brahma. Therefore, Yaksha disappeared. And they came to know that it is Brahma not by themselves, because even though Brahma is self-evident, because of the mistake that is taken to be, that is taken to be, Brahma is taken to be like the Rajusarpa, that is Adhyaropa. Therefore requires Brahma Vidya, that is why Umadevi, that is Vidya appeared. That is Shruti is required. Without the help of Shruti, this Brahma cannot be known. And the moment Umadevi told Tat Brahma iti, that Upadesha Vakya, that is Upadesha Vakya, then they immediately they understood the teaching. Because Devas, they are all Sattva Guna Pradhanaha. Therefore, the moment the Mahavakya is uttered, they get the knowledge immediately. Because they have got the Adhikaritva. Just a statement, Tat Tvam Masi, Tad Yaksham Brahma Giti, Tad Yaksham Brahma, Tat Tvam Masi, Tatrasya Shotram, Manaso Manoyat. The moment it is uttered, they know because they are qualified. Yeah, they got the Adhikaritva. Because they are Sattva-guna Pradhanaha, Purushaha, Devataha, exalted Jiva. Devatas are nothing but the Jivas alone. They enjoy the Upadhi, which is exalted Upadhi, and they attain this because of that Punya Karma. So therefore, the idea is Tataha eva Vidanchakara, when we say Tataha Uma Devyaha Vachanat or Indra Asya Vachanat Anyaha Anye Devaha Vidan Anye Devaha Vidanchakruhu, when we say they came to know the teaching, they came to understand, they got the teaching from the teacher, and the teaching they understood because they were ready for it. Therefore, that it is the knowledge which has to be taught. That is pramanam, sati pramanam is required. So therefore, Brahma which appeared as Ishvara, that is in the form of Yaksha, and Brahma that Yaksha disappeared. In the place of Brahma, Brahma has to be revealed to the Devatas. How to reveal? Therefore, there Brahma Vidya appeared, Pramana appeared, Pramana came, and that Pramana is Madevi Brahma Vidya. It is she who taught this knowledge to Indra. Brahmadevanam Pratama Sambhava Vishwasya Karta Bhuvanasya Gupta iti. That parampara what give. Here the parampara is Umadevi is a parampara. Narayanam Patnam Vasishtam Shaktim Chitat Putra Parasharancha. Sadashiva Samarambam. Sadashiva from Sadashiva Samarambam. This knowledge flowed from the Sadashiva himself, Adi Dakshinamurti. Similarly, here the knowledge is flows from Ishvara himself, Ishwari Umadevi. And in the Sampradaya, the immediate Shishya is Indraha. From Indra, other Devata, the Agni and Vayu. So Agni and Vayu, when the Akyayika Visa, when they went to find out who the Yaksha is, they could not find. And instead, before they asked Yakshas, who are you? The, because they wanted to find who the Yaksha is. And Yaksha is Brahma. And Brahma is Atma Swarupa, Atmatate Gochara. So, instead of, before they asked, they wanted to ask, who are you? But the Yaksha asked, Yaksha, who are you? Go see. Because the Brahma is oneself. The Yaksha, which is nothing but Brahma, that is oneself. So asking that Brahma is, who am I? It's not who are you, in fact. So it is self-inquiry. So therefore, they should have asked, in fact, they should have asked, who am I? Self-inquiry. They're asking this to whom? They're asking to Brahma, which is not different from the Swarupa. So, therefore, who am I? Therefore, not knowing who am I, they return back. That is the idea behind the story. So, it is presented as though that Yaksha appeared and Yaksha asked this question, who are you? Is you find out who you are, who am I? Self-inquiry. Therefore, without the once you know yourself, then you will know who am I. That is the idea. If you have, if you gain the knowledge of who am I, then you will know who am I. That is the replay of Yaksha. You know your Atma Swarupa, then you will come to know me because I'm not different from you. Therefore, not knowing, they return back, not able to know him. Because Pramana teacher is required, therefore they return back. Therefore, without, and also Yaksha says, not says, but it understood. You're asking me, who am I? First, you ask, who are you? Because there is no difference between you and me. So, without knowing yourself, you are coming and asking, who am I? Therefore, you first you know yourself. Then the question comes, how can I know myself? That is why, that's where the Vidya required. Vidya, and that is obtainable only by the grace of Ishvara, and Indra got it. Because when Indra appeared, when Yaksha disappeared, when Indra went and Yaksha disappeared, that time Indra did not return back. He was doing his prayer, Prarthana. Therefore, Prarthana plays a role. Prarthana is a, therefore that the Prarthana fructified in the form of Bhagavan giving or revealing the Pramana, giving the Pramana, and Brahma Vidya, that Pramana appeared and taught. So that is the idea the Akhyaika gives. And also the story, if you see, this Agni stands for speech. So Agni is Vak Devata. Agni stands for speech. Through Vak, through speech, either light will come or the the speech stands for the light. Light means the knowledge with regard. How do we come to know the knowledge of a thing? When it is taught, when it is spoken. So, therefore, the knowledge is conveyed through the speech. It throws up the light. That's why even in our expression we say, throw some light on the subject matter when we say, it means you please explain, you teach. Therefore, that is Vagdevata. Throwing light also is there. It is the Vags which is have got these two, light as well as heat. Heat in the sense, no, the not agreeing, debating. So that is Vak Shakti, that is speech. So Indra, the Agni stands for this Vak, and Indra stands for the Buddhi, that is the mind. Therefore, they went and they could not know this. Brahma returned back. Yato vacho nivartante, aprapya manasabaha. So Vak wants to objectify that Brahma, returned back. That Vak is here is Agni Devata. So Agni Devata, that is the speech wants to objectify that Brahma, that speech could not do, they returned back. Returned back accepting the inability to objectify the Brahma. And similarly, the manasaha, yatovacho nivartante manasa, aprapya manasa saha, along with the mind. So, our mind also, mind stands for the mind, which is that is Indra, is the Indriyanam Raja Indra. So he is the Lord of all the sense organs. All the sense organs function in the presence of the Buddhi, the mind. Therefore, mind also returned back. That is returned back. They also returned back in the story. That is, it can be connected with the Taittiriya Vakya. So here, because the the subject matter is, the nature of the subject matter is Brahma, it is once, it is Atma, it is Brahma, it is oneself. And that cannot be known through the available pramana, and therefore Shastra pramanam is required. And that is what is the story it is brought out by the story that Indra and others, they got jnanam, they got enlightenment how through the pramana, through Shastra pramana. That is swatantriyena. They got knowledge, not even though they are devas, even though they are devas, even if they live in Brahmaloka, it has to be taught by a teacher, it has to be revealed to a pramana. Pramana cannot, cannot operate by itself. It has to be operated by a teacher. That is why Uma Devi, who is nothing other than Brahma Vidya. So the moment Uma Devi told that Tadeksham Brahma iti, then they came to know me. Because of this knowledge of Brahma, how they are become, really they become Magiyadvam, they become glorious. That is why Indra, Vayu, and Agni. Indra, Vayu, and Agni, they are Atitaran, Anyan Devan, Atitaran Iva. They are more exalting than the other devatas, and among them Indra is, because Indra is one who obtained this knowledge and transferred to the other two devatas, therefore playing the role of the Guru. So the Guru is important. Guru operates a pramana, Shastra pramana, Shabdam, reveal the Vastu, therefore they came to know. Then the story, the story implies that devas like Indra, they could not know until they were taught. And this, what is taught is Brahma. Brahma is, it is something new to be known. No, it is Swata Siddhaha. It is Atma is Siddhaha, Siddha Visheha. It is Prasiddha. But it is not known. It is, in fact, it is Samanya Prasiddhaha. It is known as I iti. But it is not known. Visheshataha na yatavantaha. Visheshataha, this Atma, which is Purnaha, as though conditioned by the Upadhi, the Prasiddham Brahma, that Brahma which is Prasiddham, and that is evident as I, that is Visheshataha na Jnatavantaha. As what Visheshataha, that I is Purnam, it is complete, it is total. It is never bound. It cannot be bound. It doesn't come and go. It is Nityaha. It is not known. Therefore, there is a mistake committed, like in the Raju Sarpa. The Raju Sarpa Drishtanta, Ayam Sarpaha, we say this is a Sarpa. So this, what we say, this is known. You cannot say this is not known. If this is not known, then you cannot say this is Sarpa. So this is known. Before knowledge, this is Sarpaha iti. This is a snake. Therefore, this is Prasiddha Amsha. It is known. And after knowledge, that this continues. This is snake. This is not a snake, this is a rope. But this is there in both. What is this? This is the Adhara. Technically, we call this is called Adhara. This is called Adhara. Idam pratyaya vishayam. Idantaya yat vastu vigyate tat Adharaha. If you know an object, you perceive an object as this, that is Adhara. So, in the knowledge that this is snake, the Adhara, that is the locus, there the Adhisthana is the rope, but rope is not perceived. On the Adhisthana, there is the Adhisthita Sarpa. Sarpa is superimposed on the Adhisthana. Adhisthana is rope. Rope is not known. Sarpa is Adhyastha. So this is Sarpaha. So this, that is the object which is there. That this the Adhara, the locus. The locus being there in both before knowledge and after knowledge. This Amsha is there. This Amsha, which is the Adhara, because you know the object. So that is technically it is called Adhara. Then the Adhishtanas, Rajju is not known. Over that Adhisthana, that is Adhishtita Sarpa. So therefore, when we say this is Sarpa, this is a snake. So where the snake is there in the Adhara, in the locus, the snake is there. Then after knowledge, we say this is rope. Then there also this is there. The Adhara is there. And there Adhisthana is rope. So this Adhishtita Sarpa is removed. So this is a common thing. The Adhara is common. In the Adhara, there is Adhisthana and there is Adhishtita. So before Rajju Jnanam, the Adhara being there, Adhisthana also being there, but Adhisthana Ajnana is there. Adhyastha Sarpa Jnanam is there, therefore Ayam Sarpaha iti Brahmaha. After Jnanam, Adhara is there, and Adhishtita Sarpa not there, Adhisthana is there, therefore Ayam Rajjuhu iti. So this Amsha, that Prasiddha Amsha, that is that without that being there, a person cannot commit a mistake. Therefore, that is a similarly, when I say I am a samsari, before knowledge, I am samsari, I am amsha, I am is there, Prasiddha Amsha, I am. Who doesn't know I am? I am is there. But I don't know this I am is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. After knowledge, Aham Brahma iti. Purvam Aham samsari iti. After knowledge, Aham Brahma Asmi iti. Aham samsari asmi purvam. After jnanam aham Brahma asmi. Purvam aham asmi, when we say aham, that is the adhara. And adhishtana is Brahma, which I don't know, purvam. And there is adhishtita, which is samsari. Samsaritvam is superimposed on the adhishtana Brahma. After jnanam, the adhara continues. The adhara doesn't go away. The Adhara which was there, now it gets connected to the Brahma. So after Jnanam, the Adhisthana, that Adhara being there, Adhisthana is understood as Brahma. Therefore, the Adhisthana of even the samsari is the Brahma. The samsari doesn't know. Purvam samsari, param jnani. So therefore, this what we say, that Adhara, that Brahma, that is the Swarupa. That is the Swarupa. Therefore, what knowledge we gain through the Shastra Pramanam is, we are not getting we are not searching, we are not getting the knowledge of the Adhara being there. But what we are gaining is the Adhisthana Jnanam, which is called Vishesha Jnanam. Samanya Jnanam is this Adhara Jnanam is Samanya Jnanam. Samanya Jnanam, Adhara Jnanam. Adhisthana Jnanam is Vishesha Jnanam. That is known through the Pramana. Even in the Akyayika, if you see, Etat Eshaha Yakshaha iti. Then after that, Etat Brahma. So Etat, that Adhara, that Amsha, that aspect is there. The Adhara being there Adhishtita is Yaksha. Then after that, That Yaksha is nothing but Brahma. Etat Brahma iti. That has to be known. How will you know? Only a teacher can teach you through the Pramana. That is why Umadevi. As Sarpa cannot be negated without the knowledge of the rope, it has to be taught, it has to be revealed. Similarly, though we say that Adhara continues, Adhara is there, but Adhisthana Jnanam is not there. Adhisthana Jnanam, this Brahma Jnanam, that is not there. That's the Brahma iti. How will you know? What is the means of knowing? Is there any other means of knowing other than Shastram? No. That is why Guru is because that is why Shastra Pramana. That is the importance of Natu Swatantriyena, Natu Swataha, Shastra Pramanena, Siddham iti, Jnatavantaha. So therefore, when we talk about gaining knowledge only we become free, moksha iti. What is that knowledge? It's the knowledge of the Adhishthanam. It is the knowledge of the Adhishthanam. We are not gaining any new knowledge through Shastra Pramanam. Shastra removes the Ajnanam only. Shastra doesn't reveal Adhara Jnanam. Adhara is known, but Adhara is not the Adhara being known. On the Adhara, there is a superimposition over on that Adhara. Adhara before is there and after Jnanam also continues. Adhara being there, it doesn't change. Aham continues. As in the case of Raju Sarpa, this idam, this Yeshaha continues. Similarly, Aham continues. But Jnanam reveals that Aham is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma with Adhisthana Jnanam. That can alone can remove the samsaritvam, which is superimposed on the Atma. So Atma, which is Aham, that is Adhara, on that there is Adhyastha, Samsari. That Adhyastha Samsaritvam can go only by the Adhisthana Jnanam Brahma Jnanam. So here, in this Akyayika, you can see the Akyayika also presents that idea. So what happens to the person when he comes to know Brahma? Indra went to Brahma, it disappears. It means what? It cannot be known by eyes. It cannot be known by the mind. Yet chakshusha na pashyati, ena chakshugumshi pashyati. That is, in the presence of which eyes are eyes, ears are ear. You cannot, in fact, use your eyes to see the eyes. You can know eyes are there because through eyes you see. So, therefore, that the presence of which makes the presence of which eyes are functional, ears are functional. That is Brahma. That is what disappeared because Indra wanted to know by using his Chakshurindriya disappeared. How can you know it is not an object? Therefore, disappeared. And again it appeared. Again it appeared. So, like the Upasana is going to be taught, it is Vidyut Upasana. So, like a flash of lightning, like a flash of lightning when Indra went, like a flash of lightning, he saw that Yaksha. That Yaksha is Brahma with Upadi, Saguna Brahma. With Upadi. When he wanted to know, it disappeared. Like a lightning, it disappeared. So then, that is when you try to objectify, gone. You cannot objectify. First he saw that Yaksha, Saguna Brahma, like a flash of lightning, it just disappeared. It appeared and disappeared. Therefore, he has to be taught what exactly is the swarupa of this Yaksha. So, this Yaksha, this is Yaksha which was evident before. It had disappeared because he wanted to know the swarupa of Yaksha. Yaksha which was there as This Chaguna Brahma, which was there, when you want to know the Swarupa of Yaksha, it disappears. It means you cannot catch, you cannot know by any of the Indriyas. That is the idea. Therefore, the Swarupa of Yaksha is Brahma, which is not different from the Swarupa of the Indra. It is not different from Swarupa of all the beings. Therefore, when you want to know it, disappear. Disappear means it not being able to objectify it. Therefore, disappear. So that is taken as a basis for the Upasana here. What is evident? See, that which is not known, something which is completely different, that one can know by using the Pratyaksha, the Pramana. What is evident and that is not known, then it has to be taught. Therefore, self is evident. Self is self-evident. Self is self-evident, then why should be taught? Because I don't know. Therefore, it has to be taught. And this evident self, like the lightning, it appears and disappears. There are some moments we recognize aham, but doesn't say it disappears. When you try to hold it, objectify it, disappears. Pratibodha viditam matam, when we say, in fact, that is what in the meditation also it is done. Pratibodham, in which every thought is illumined by this Chaitanyam, and that Chaitanyam is you. How will you hold the Chaitanyam? How will you catch this Chaitanyam? You cannot catch it. You can recognize in the presence of the vritti, the thought, upadhi, it is upadhi, subtle upadhi. In between the two thoughts, what is there? You say blank, what is a blank? Chaitanyam alone is there, appears, disappears. So that is the upasana. Vidyut upasana, like a lightning. Lightning doesn't stay forever. If it stays, then it's only pure light, white light. You got it, you see it, you got it. But lightning comes and goes away. We say in a flash of light. That is the recognition of Atma Swarupa, the flash of light. So if that that which is evident, that which is evident becomes non-evident when it disappears. That which is evident becomes non-evident, like the lightning. Lightning appears evident and then disappears. So therefore, that vidyut, the lightning, or even the blinking of the eye, the blinking of the eye. So the eyes, when you blink, you open and then you close. Open and close. Opening you see and closing, just so quick it is. So in that flash, in that moment, you recognize that Brahma. So the blinking of the light, it's also like the flash of light only. It's an imaginative upasana. So flash of light, comes and disappears immediately. In no time. How much time that flash takes? It just comes and goes. That is spark of knowledge. Similarly, blinking also. So blinking also is like a flash of light. So when you close the eyes, what is there? Nothing, only darkness. Then everything is dark. You don't see anything. But in the opening, there is light. But when you blink, there is like a flash of light, there is light. The outside light falls upon your eyes and you see the object. When you close it, goes. Then again, when the eyes are closed, it becomes complete dark. Dark and light, dark and light, dark and light. Even when sunlight is around, if you close your eyes, the eyes, you see only darkness. You open, I see. Again, you close, like a flash of light. In that flash, you are shining. So may you meditate on that flash, that yaksha. So that is the Upasana. So the blinking of the eye, that is Netra Unmilanam, opening the eye and closing the eye, and this Vidyut. These two are taken as these two upasanas. This is Ati Devata Upasana. The Upasana must have Alambana. What is Upasana? Upasana involves three things. There must be Upasaka. There must be a Upasya. Upasya, and there must be Alambana. When Kena Upanishad, we saw Onkara Upasana. Onkara Upasana, when we say there is Upasaka is there, and Brahma is there, which is Upasya, and Alambana is Om. Om is taken as the Alambana to do meditation by the meditator on the Brahma Vastu. Similarly, here also, we have Upasaka, Upasya, and Alambana. Upasaka is the sadhaka. Upasyam is Brahma. What Brahma? That Saguna Brahma, or Brahma. Here, Yakshaya Brahma. Upasya is Brahma. Because Upasana is there, therefore I said Saguna Brahma. When it comes to Upasana, it is Saguna. When it comes to Jnanam, it is Nirguna. And Alambanam is Vikar Alambanam, to meditate on Brahma. When we say to meditate on Brahma, that is Saguna Brahma. And Alambanam is required. What is the Alambanam? This Alambanam is this flash of the lightning, shining of the lightning. There is one Upasana. The second Upasana is the blinking of the eye. In fact, this Upasana is much fitting because the shining, the lightning, it appears just for a small period of time. Lightning is momentary. Yaksha appeared momentarily. Similarly, blinking also. The world is lighted up when eyes are open. And world disappears, goes to darkness when eyes are closed. Similarly, Yaksha also was there just for a moment and then disappeared. That is the Upasana. That is because the Yaksha, which is Brahma, that cannot be objectified. Therefore, there is a flash comes and goes. Like that's so fast that you have to recognize that Yaksha to be Brahma. Thoughts are so continuous in between the thoughts that Chaitanyam that is there, Atma Chaitanyam. In fact, it is there throughout. Because of our Abhimana with the thought, with the vritti, so intense Abhimana is there. Therefore, we don't recognize the Chaitanya Amsha. We recognize only the vritti Amsha. Chaitanya Amsha is not recognized. In between the thoughts, one thought comes, the other thought comes. But it appears so continuous because it appears like the television. There one frame goes one after the one frame, other frame comes. But there is a gap between the two frames. They say our eyes have got 1/8 persistence of vision. It can retain the vision 1/8 of a second. Therefore, in that second, next frame comes. Therefore, it looks as though it is continuous. The frame is, but it is not continuous. Between one frame and another frame, there is a gap. Similarly, between one thought, other thought, there is a gap. And that gap is so small, like a flash of the lightning, blinking of the eye. Recognize that Brahma. Means this is a upasana. Okay. It's upasana. So therefore, Vidyut upasana and this blinking of the eye, that is upasana. That is the talked about here in this mantra from fourth mantra onward. So, in fact, 4 upasanas are talked about. This Vidyut upasana, the flash of the lightning, and there the alambana is shining of this lightning. And second upasana, this where the alambanam is blinking of the eye. These two are adideva upasanani. Next upasana is adhyatma upasana. The last upasana is guna visishta brahma upasana. So two are adideva upasana. One is adhyatma upasana. The last one is guna visishta brahma upasana. Four upasanas are talked about. Now, why upasana, I may ask, why having taught this, why upasana, why Shruti goes back? Because these upasanas were the sadhanam to be done in the beginning, not at the end. But the importance of upasana is talked about because it is without upasana, chitta naishchalyam is not possible. Without yoga, chitta shuddhi is not possible. Therefore, these are the prerequisites. These sadhanas are a certain adhikaritvam is required that is achieved by only these sadhanas. And therefore, it is talked about. And upasana, since upasana, we have got an alambana. Therefore, we can recognize that Brahma, that which is that Sukshma Brahma, we can recognize. And in that jnanam becomes more evident, more clear. So that is the idea. So by this upasana and chitta naishchalyam. Of course, upasana, all these are the Veda Vigita or Vedokta Brahma Upasanani. What we do upasana in the form of puja, that is also upasana. But it is either smriti or our own. We do some upasana, some meditation, something. That phalam is different. But upasana of the Vedas, Vedokta upasana, they have got definite phalam. But these upasanas have gone. Now it is not practiced. The know-how of all this also not known. In Taittiriya Upanishad also, Samhita upasanas are talked about. Therefore, it's not what we can do on our own. That is not upasana. Some upasana means meditation. So I meditate on something, on a flower, on the mountain. That we can do. That is. But these are all specific upasanas which are given by the Veda. So that when it is done, like the karma, when it is done, gives a phalam. Similarly, these upasanas, when it is done, give the phalam. So therefore, the first upasana is Adidaiva upasana. That is what is talked about in the fourth mantra, the Adidaiva upasana. The Vidyut upasana is so fitting here because the knowledge of that Brahma Jnanam, it is not, it is just a knowledge. How much time that knowledge takes to appear in your mind? When you open your eyes, you see the rose. What is the time it takes to know the rose? The flower, the rose, the color of the flower, the rose. How much time it takes? Similarly, Brahma Jnanam also. When the Adhisthana Brahma is not known, and in fact it is mistakenly known to be a samsari, that notion has to go. And I am a yogi adhikari, fit adhikari, I've got antakarna shuddhi. How much time it will take for me to know that aham brahma iti. When I am adhikari and when I have got the pramana and the teacher is that, when the teacher says tatu tvamasi, flash, that's flash of light, I know. It is not that after having after hearing that, I have to work on that and then know. That is for the duration of 1 hour or 1 day or 1 year. No, nothing like that. If I am not an adhikari, anadhikari, madhyamadhikari or adhamadhikari, then because of the lack of the adhikaritvam, therefore I have to take up the other sadhanas, karma yoga, upasana, ityad. Otherwise, here devatas are all uttamadhikari. They are exalted jivas, highly qualified. The problem is they don't have this jnanam. Unless taught by the Guru, this jnanam also not possible. Therefore, pramanam and acharya are required. And moment the acharya teaches, how much time it will take to recognize this fact. this self-evident self, which is so evident, but it is not evident. It doesn't become evident unless it is taught. So how much time it will take? Like the flash of lightning, that light blinking of the eye. So that is the alambanam. It is taken. That is why it's a very beautiful alambanam, Vidyut alambanam. In that flash of lightning, they recognize this yaksha. Yaksha appeared and disappeared like a flash of lightning. And yaksha is nothing but Brahma. Saguna Brahma. Saguna Brahma, it is Ishvara. Okay, let us read this mantra. We will discuss the Bhashyam in the next class. I'll give a simple meaning of this mantra. तस्यैष आदेशः
तस्यैष आदेशः
आदेशः
यदेतद्विद्युतो
यदेतद्विद्युतो
यद्युतदा
यद्यतदा
तदा
you have to stretch it. That Pluta has got some meaning is that. What is the meaning? Pluta is for Upamanarthaha. Acharya gives. So it is a doesn't have swara. Iti Upamarthaha. Iti. So you have to stretch it. Itin yami nishada.
इति यमीषदा
Ityadhidaivatam.
इत्यधिदैवतम्
तस्य एषः आदेशः यत् एतत् विद्युतः and vidyut then is that here vidyut then vidyutah vidyutat then and is stretched for three mantras pluta vidyut the word is vidyut Vyadyutad, Kshamita. Vyadyutad, because adjustum happens after that. Vyadyutad. Vyadyutad is Kriya Padam. But here Kriya Padam doesn't fit. That we will see in the Bhashya. Vidyotanasya Vidyotanam. Take it as a noun form. We will convert that. So Vidyutaha, Vyadyutat, then Vyadyutad, then A is stretched for three matra. Iti. Iti what? Iti. Then again, iti it nyami mishat iti adidhaivatam sandhi vicheda iti it then nyami mishat iti so tasya iti adidhaivatam tasya is tasya brahmanaha tasya is tasya kasya brahmanaha Yeshaha Adeshaha Bhavati. This is the teaching of that Brahma. The Brahma which is known to whom? To Indra. This is the teaching. The teaching in the form of Upama. Yeshaha Adeshaha. This is form of Upama. So why Upama? What is the purpose of this Upama, this comparison? Because this here it is upasana. Therefore, there is upama. The Brahma, there is comparison of Brahma. There is upama. There is an analogy. Brahma is compared to. Why? Because there is upasana. Upasana is there. That's why it is upamartaha. Because it is upasana, therefore upamartaha for comparison. Brahma is compared to that flash of lightning. Brahma is compared to the blinking of the eye because it is upasana. Just like the shining of the lightning flash, similarly Brahma in the form of yaksha appeared and disappeared for a few moments only, very briefly. Therefore, vidyutaha vyadyutat. Vidyutaha Vidyutat. Vidyutat is lung lakara. But we take it as a noun form. Later we will see that. Similarly, that is first upasana. Second upasana is it. It is it and the Brahma Nyami Mishat. Nyami Mishat is blink. That is Chakshuhu. We have to stop the Chakshuhu. Nyami Mishat, the winking of the eye. It is voluntary and it is only for a short duration. Eyes open and the objects are revealed. Eye closed. The light of the eye disappears. Therefore, object is not known. Suppose similarly, Aksharupa Brahma appeared, disappeared. Iti Adidaivatam. Iti Adidaivatam. This Adidevatam is Adidevata Upasana. Adidevatam Upama Pradashanartham. There is a presentation of comparison related to the Devas. This comparison is for the purpose of Upasana meditation. Meditation is a story which is connected to Devas. Okay. So, Vidyut Iva Darshayitva Tirobhutam Brahma. That is one. Another one is this blinking of the eye. Nimishata. Just the eyes blinked. Similarly, the eyes blinking. Similarly, that becomes that Aksharupa Brahma appeared and disappeared. Tirobhavaha. Avirbhavaha and Tirobhavaha. Appeared and disappeared. Eyes open, the light of the eye is there. Therefore, to see the world, eyes is closed, the light of the eye is not there. Therefore, the world is not recognized. Therefore, iti Adidaivatam Devata Vishayam Saguna Brahma Upamana Darshanam. You will see the mantra again and the Bhashyam the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः जी
धन्यवाद विशाल जी
Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः शरण जी
धन्यवादः जी